Alright, hello everybody. Out on a break. Okay. Ah, boy. So I'll win a pawn in the exchange, but I would probably do this. Then I would be up more material instead of taking with my rook. Now, this case is interesting. We both have bishops remaining on opposite colored squares and the same number of pawns. As far as position, you could say I'm slightly better developed. That would be a tough endgame to win, it would likely draw. Alright, that's what he was waiting for. Alright, here I'm looking to win his queen. Just for the sake of making a move so you can see what I would do. I would check and fork the queen. He would take back, I would take with the bishop, king would come down. I'd probably give check either this way, or even this way. Alright, so we successfully unstack our pawns, but unfortunately that leaves one hanging to his queen. Alright, I'm going to slightly box his bishop in. Actually, you know what? Let me do this first. I can even get my queenside rook on the same file, the C file, and then pushing to C4, and then C3 would fork the knight and the bishop. Excuse me, knight and the bishop. Man, nasty cough. Alright, so I'm trying. Oops. If I would like that, of course, I would win the rook. Now, if he pushes the pawn, I can bring the knight here. And again, if he takes now, I win the rook for a knight. And potentially another pawn. I'm in a good position here. Whoops. If he so chooses. Now, if I were he, I would simply play this. But if he decides to take the pawn, because it opens up an attack on the queen, I'll gladly sacrifice my queen for 2 rooks and a pawn. The only danger now is he's got a passed pawn. But I've got a few ways of dealing with that. I could put the bishop here, because the promoting squares here. But I would probably, if I did that, I would probably do this first, so I'd have 2 guys on the promoting square. Morning. I almost have a checkmate here. So this could go down this way. I think I'll go that route. Alright, so that's going to drop a pawn. But in this endgame, I feel fairly confident. Sort of regret missing his hanging rook. I made a blunder. Alright, now we have the risk of a mate in 2. So let's say I do this. Check. I come here. He delivers the checkmate. So I can simply stop that by playing my rook there. Oh no, you know what? Now that I look at that, he could play check. I'd have to take. He would take. And then he would have that checkmate in 2. I would certainly prefer my knight there, because now I can attack his pawn at c3 and pressure his queen.